Hello everyone, this is Christina Richardson, the nutrition educator for All Faiths Food Bank, and today we are going to be showing you how to make a pear crisp. As you can see, the pears that I have a lot of bruising and they look like they are at their peak of ripeness and about to go bad. This is the perfect recipe to make with overripe fruit such as pears or apples because the fruit is going to be at its ripest, meaning that it will be at its peak sweetness. You also don't need to worry about the firmness of the fruit because we will be baking it, which will be softening the fruit anyways. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to start peeling our pears. We're going to take a vegetable peeler and peel off all of the skin on each pear. If you get to a part of the pear that seems to be really overripe and kind of mushy and dark brown, that's okay. You can just peel the skin right over that part because we will end up cutting off these little brown mushy parts with a knife later in the process. Now that we have our pears peeled, we're going to go ahead and slice our pears and put them in a separate bowl. As you see here, I'm cutting my pears in half and then I am taking the knife and carefully cutting out the core and cutting off the stem. You want to be very careful because pears at this stage of ripeness can be kind of slippery, so you don't want to cut your fingers. I am now going to cut my pears lengthwise down the center and then turn the pear and chop it in the other direction to make these nice sized cubes. You can also just slice your pears lengthwise. It just depends on how big or how small you want your pears to be in this recipe. Pears are actually a really healthy fruit to use for desserts. They contain over 20% of our daily recommended value of fiber, which helps play a role in maintaining proper gut health and decreasing blood pressure and cholesterol. They're also great to eat if you are diabetic because their high fiber content ensures your blood sugar won't go soaring after eating one. Once all of our pears are diced and put into a separate bowl, we are going to take a lemon, cut it in half, and squeeze the juice of half of a lemon onto our diced pears. The juice from the lemon will add a nice tartness that will contrast the sweetness of the pears, and it will also help the pears from browning. For the topping of our crumble, we're going to mix together half a cup of rolled oats, 1/4 cup of light brown sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 2 tablespoons of flour. We're going to mix all of these together in the bowl, and I like to just use my hands as long as they're clean to mix together these ingredients. You're going to keep mixing until the ingredients are fully incorporated and the mixture looks like wet sand. We're now going to spray a square baking dish with cooking spray, and then you're going to pour in your pears and lemon juice mixture onto the bottom of your baking dish, and then you're going to top it with the streusel that we have already made, making sure to cover the entire top all the way into the corners and every nook and cranny. This is then going to go into a preheated 375-degree oven for 45 minutes. Here is our finished crisp. As you can see, the crumb top has gotten nice and brown and the fruit has softened but has still kept its shape. This is a healthy dessert that you can make any time of year and can be eaten warm or cold. This is also a fun recipe to make with your children because it has minimal ingredients and not a lot of prep time. It's also a great recipe to use with any other type of fruit. If you don't have pears, you can use apples or stone fruit such as peaches, nectarine, or plums, or any other type of overripened fruit that you have in your refrigerator or on your counter. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to make this recipe with your family, you can find the recipe in the description box below. If you would like more recipes, please click on our recipe playlist linked to the left where you can watch videos you may have missed.